Greetings, all my grinders. This is IamGrynd here to give you a reminder. Now, I just want to say, hey, happy Tuesday. This is the first Tuesday of the year, and I hope everything is popping off for you guys. And if it's not, I'm here to bring you a little cheer. I'm just like, but make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, make sure you share my shit. You can follow me on Instagram if you have any questions, any concerns, any curiosities, anything you want to learn. Just DM my sister. You know what I'm saying? Just DM me. I always reply back. It's always love and light and peace around this beach. Okay? But I wanted to talk about depression today because depression is really real. And it's a lot of it going on now. Well, it's always been fucking going on, but it's a lot more going on now because of the energy, the astrological energy, the magnetic energy of the world. Oh, and I got rose quartz, I got lapis lazuli, and I got jasper with me. Okay, so it's a little party over here. You know what I'm saying? But depression is real. I've experienced depression 3 times in my life. And I've got out each time without medicine. Had to do a little therapy, but therapy is good. Therapy is good. Talking about it is good. I have become a life coach because talking is great. I never used to talk. I always used to keep everything in and just harbor that shit and internalize that shit. And it doesn't get you anywhere but having you ready to quit, okay? And acting like a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But back to depression. Depression is a mental thing. See, our brains, aka the ego, it's a problem solver. We're like magnetic computers. We can download information, we can remember it, we retain it, we can spit it back out. We can download a lot of programs. So in this life, we receive a lot of programming on the television, on the PC, and religion is a big program. It keeps us in fear. And fear creates food for dark energy. This planet was built on dark energy. It was made to use our energy. Humans were made to work for higher ups to use our energy. So when we come down here for the human experience, this is just an experience. I tell my daughter all the time, this is just a video game. Don't take this shit that serious. It's just an experience. So when we come down here for the human experience, we automatically get hit with programming. Boom. Soon as you get born, you got to get christening or whatever, baptized. When a baby's baptized, he got to go to church, and get a blessing. We start out with programming. Then we sit in front of TV as toddlers and we watch Baby Shark, baby, and we watch all that other stuff, and it's just programming. We take it all in, and then we spit it back out because energy does not die. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transformed. It can only go somewhere else. You can only use it. Oh, made me lose my lapis. You can only use it to create something else, okay? So depression, so back to our ego. Our mind likes to solve problems, okay? Therefore, the mind has to create problems in order for it to be effective, in order for it to feel like it's being productive. So a lot of times we have a million thoughts a day. Only about 100 of them just be right when your mind ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be talking about grounding. That's why I became a yoga teacher, because I was crazy as shit. I was highly bipolar. I was highly depressed. You know what I'm saying? And I could not talk. I did not know how to emote my feelings into words. So I would just keep all that shit in and just deal with it on my own. And that shit was not working. It had me feeling all alone. But as I checked my tone, it's like, nah, I love to rhyme. Clearly I'm a rapper. Look at my other YouTube videos. Duh. But, so the ego likes to create problems. So that's why we meditate, to shush the ego and to just move from the soul. Because when we are silent, the soul speaks. When we are silent, the soul speaks. So the brain is looking for problems, but the soul knows that there is no problems. There are no problems. Everything that looks like a stumbling block, everything that looks like it's gonna fuck you up is actually a hurdle that you need to get over to get you closer to where you fitting to go, to where you want to go, to where you can grow, to where you can glow, to where you can know that you really don't know. To know that you really don't know. A lot of times the human body thinks we know everything, and we don't. Soul knows. Soul knows, but the ego don't. The ego just be making up shit. We make up stories. Why she didn't call me back? She probably mad at me because of what I posted. She didn't even see the post. Now you acting funny because you don't think she done read into something that she ain't even read before. You know what I'm saying? So our mind creates problems in order for it to solve them. So a lot of times it be making up equations that ain't even here. You know what I'm saying? So positive self-talk, affirmations, looking in the mirror and affirming yourself. I am powerful. I am love. I am mighty. I am strong. I am a warrior. Yeah, I might be homeless right now, but guess what? I'm happy as shit. I'm not talking about myself, but I was homeless all of, what year is that? 2018? 2018, I was homeless majority of the year. I lived in my car. I was working. I was also in yoga school. I was homeless like during my whole yoga school transition. I didn't have to be because I had family, but when you're going through a spiritual awakening, a lot of times nobody understands you. Why? Because you ain't understanding your damn self. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to figure out everything that's going on inside, and a lot of times family, especially if they're still in their programming, they project their energy on you. And a lot of time when you're going through a spiritual awakening, you need to be alone, or you need to be with people that have already went through it, like-minded, like-grinded individuals. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. So I chose to stay in my car. I chose to live out my car because it was freedom. I became so happy. I literally woke up, and I have old footage of me like recording myself. I'm gonna post some of this shit for y'all. But I was happy. Like the sun really woke me up every day. I didn't have an alarm clock, you know. It was a little uncomfortable sleeping sometimes, but you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about that. I found my purpose in life. I found happiness. And sometimes, especially as us magical motherfuckers out here, we have to get third dimensional poor in order for us to become 5-dimensional rich. You know what I'm saying? We have to get third dimensional poor. So we will look poor in the matrix. To everybody else, you know, I look poor. You know, I only had one suitcase. I still now only own like 4 pairs of shoes. You know, I still don't have a home of my own, but I still do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, third dimensional poor to get 5D rich. Sometimes you have to go to the bottom to get to the top. You know what I'm saying? And then you realize that the top, it really wasn't the top that you had thought it was prior to. You know, so when I was homeless, I found the value of life. I found inner peace. I found my happiness. I found solitude, but more importantly, in the woods and in the wilderness and in the forest, and while I was barefoot walking in the grass, I found me. I found my own ass while I was walking through the grass. So, and that's how I got here. You know what I'm saying? That's not really not how I got here, but that's a whole nother story. But I'm just joking. I can jump around sometimes. That's the Virgo mind and the Cancer moon. And you know, when the moon gets a little crazy, I like to get a little crazy too. But I just wanted to share a little bit of info with y'all. I'll be dropping a lot more videos and stuff this year because I'm not playing. I want to give y'all love, light, and cheer out here because this world is really dark. And a lot of times we feel like we're alone. But we're not. We have a lot of people out here that are going through the same shit we go through. You know what I'm saying? So in me becoming third dimensional poor, I quit my job. I was a UPS supervisor. I quit my job because I couldn't take it anymore. I knew it was not my purpose. And the spiritual awakening can get real sometimes. People be thinking that shit is roses and amethyst crystals and just, it's not. It's not. It's like hell. It's like you feel like you're going to die, but you also know that you're giving yourself life. So once you get through that whole motherfucking phase, you'll be okay. But I wanted to talk about depression because the mind is a terrible motherfucking thing to waste. So that's why we have to control it. With our soul, we control it by calming it down, by taking those million thoughts all day to just maybe a good 3 or 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? We calm ourselves down. We calm our minds down. And then we realize that, oh shit, I was actually tripping. Like, I really made all that shit up. Am I bipolar? Yeah. We all share a little bit of bipolarness. You know what I'm saying? We're just magnetic beings, and we're just soulful beings that are here to experience this human experience. But this is not real. This is just flesh. When we die, we don't die. We fucking fly. Death is life. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story too. But anyways, so becoming 3rd dimensional poor, I became 5th dimensional rich. Rich, R-I-C-H. Realizing I create happiness. Once you realize that, I'm telling you, the world is amazing. Because we create the sadness. We create the depression. We tell our minds that we're fucked up individuals. We tell our minds that we can't get it right. We tell our minds that we don't have no light, that it's only dark, and that nothing. We just feed ourselves all this negative shit and then wonder why we feeling like a little piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with your mind. It starts with how you talk to yourself. Even if you wake up feeling like a bus hit you, feeling all heavy and feeling all like shit, cut on your favorite music, cut on your favorite song that's uplifting and positive, and get your dance on. Like, you have to transfer the energy. If you sit in that darkness, if you sit in that depression, you will never learn your lesson. And if you don't learn your lesson, you will never receive your blessings. You know what I'm saying? Because the universe never tests you. The universe is never testing you. We put ourselves through situations to become the dopest motherfucker that we supposed to be. We put ourselves through situations to become our higher self. I put myself through a lot of shit to get where I'm at right now. And I thank myself for that. I am grateful for the pain and I am grateful for the positivity. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to share that with you. If you're having a hard time keeping your thoughts positive, write big ass sticky notes. And if you got to stick that shit on the ceiling, that's the first thing you see up when you wake up in the morning. I am love. You are power. You can do it, grind. You can do it, Keith. You can do it, Kevin. You can do it, Nicole. You can do it, Mary. You can do it, Jane. Like, we really can do it. But we have to tell ourselves that we can do it. Even if we fake it until we make it. Even if I'm looking like shit today, I don't feel like it, but I'm gonna wash my ass today, because I've been that depressed to where I couldn't even wash my ass. I wasn't even getting out of the bed. I was smelling like trash. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to do my hair. I didn't want to look at the sunlight. I didn't want to do none of that, because depression is real, and depression is a lot of times linked to the energy that we take in, aka the shit we eat, can be linked to our motherfucking depression. So we wonder why we go around eating pigs that had a horrible death to become a piece of bacon, while we eat beef where the cow had a horrible death to become that steak or to become that fucking burger. You know what I'm saying? Chicken, I ain't even gonna get on the chicken, because the chickens, poor chickens, you know what I'm saying? So energy does not die. It just is transferred. So if the pig and the cow was distressed and traumatized and anxious and scared and fearful when they died to become your dumbass burger and bacon, chances are, eventually, after intaking all of that BS, you might feel a little anxious. You might feel a little lethargic. You might feel a little plump. You might feel a little chaotic, and you might not know why. But we are nothing but energy beings. We are magnetic beings. So whatever we take in has to come out one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you one way. See? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real in the field. So, depression. You have to first realize that you got yourself there. You already depressed, so you might as well throw another load on yourself. I did this to myself. A lot of times when we in depression, we think it's somebody else that did this. Oh, that nigga broke my heart. He left me here with the kids. He left me in the abortion clinic, and I gotta pay for this shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, woe is me. We put ourselves here. You know what I'm saying? So we have to tap into our power at some point. You cannot sit in the depression for a long period of time and expect to feel better. So you sitting on here scrolling all up on Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, thinking that's gonna solve your motherfucking problem, when you need to get up and look in the mirror and apologize. I'm sorry for the bullshit I put you through. I'm so sorry. And from this day forward, we're going to tap into our power. I don't care what the hour. And I'm going to always take a shower, because cleanliness is next to godliness. And cleanliness is a sign that you love yourself. So sometimes it's hard when you're in the middle of that shit and you're in the bed and you just don't fucking feel like it. I know. But after an X amount of time, sis, bro, you gotta get the fuck up. You gotta get the fuck up. We got work to do. And I'm out here doing some work, but I could do a lot of more work if you help me. You know what I'm saying? So, love yourself. DM me. I know I'm babbling. DM me if you need any help, if you need any assistance. This is 2020. 2020. That's an 11 year. Okay? This is a magical year. All the people that have been staying 10 toes down and doing your soul work, tribe, guess what? The blessings are here. We about to get all of our shit. You know what I'm saying? And on the opposite end, a lot of more people are going to get depressed. A lot of more souls are going to be dying. A lot of more souls that are playing with the energy, they're going to be taken out, or they might even take themselves out. Health-wise, spiritual-wise, emotionally, physically, you just might take yourself the fuck out because you're not happy. But it's not about these things around us. It's not about the outside shit. It's all about how you feel on the inside. It really, really is. So I want you to know that I love you. Even if you ain't loving you today, Grizzy loves you. So if you need a little more love, DM me or send me an email, IamGrynd@gmail.com, and I will be more than glad to assist you in whatever is necessary for our tribe to vibe higher. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be a rough year. I'm telling y'all, mark my words. It's only day number 7, okay? And I have manifested amazing things already in day 7. But on the opposite end, there's a negative and a positive to everything. A lot of people closer to me are falling into a rabbit hole. Not the rabbit hole that we like. The other the other hole that is no bueno. You know what I'm saying? So the energy isn't playing this year. This is a very astrological ass year. A very magical ass year. And if you do not believe that you have magic inside of you, you might not want to be here. So balance yourself. Check yourself. Learn yourself. Know yourself. Grow yourself. I'm always here whenever, my friends. Peace, love, and light. Depression is only a moment. You have the power to change it because you had the power to create that shit. So own your shit. Man up. Woman up. It's okay. We all fuck up. That's what we here for. This is just an experience. Like, we don't die. But we do multiply. So I love you. Love you to life. Peace.